my gosh! You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh my. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Cooking with the Blacks Live. We are the Blacks. I'm Chef Blythe, and this is my amazing husband, Chef Nathan. Oh. We are so grateful, and we are so thankful for you, so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited! Now, as y'all may or may not know, we do not eat a ton of steak in this house because Nathan is not a fan. You're not a steak man, exactly.
No.
Yeah. All right, so let's first talk about the cut of meat we're using, right? My favorite cut and his favorite cut. We are a ribeye family, right? So ribeye is the meat that is off the ribs of the cow. It is so fatty and so tender, right? And it is one of the greatest pieces of meat you can get. Now, I know that people always say it's filet, but fillets do not carry any fat. Fillets are lean and they're pretty and they're real expensive, but they are not my least favorite cut of meat, but they are not my favorite. You always got to go for the ribeye. It's got great marbling, right? So people ask me, my nephew, who's very into cooking right now, asked us a very good question. I thought, we should talk about this on the show. So he was asking the difference between like Wagyu beef and prime and choice and how it all works. So I was like, oh, so Wagyu is a type of cow, right? It's like, it's a Japanese cow that they massage with beer, and it lays in a sling, and they love it. Prime beef, which is what we use here, is the highest quality. Why is it the highest quality? Because it has to do with the marbling, right? The higher the fat content, the better grade it is. Then it goes to choice, and then it goes to select. So if you're ever at the store and you wonder what that all means, it's about the marbling. The way that, but the Wagyu beef and all that, that's the way they treat the cow, and that the prime and select the choice is the amount of fat. This is actually a prime one because we're worth it, and so are you. Yep. So this is a gorgeous prime ribeye, and you can see all this fat. And then in the fat with the muscle is the marbling. That's what they call it, right? So the first thing we're going to do before we do anything is we're going to get this hot. Now, this is Nathan's personal cast iron, which he loves. If he's going to do a steak, unless he does it outside on the grill, he loves to do it in a cast iron. So cast irons are great, right? Because they have very even heating source. They stay even. It's going to be a much easier way to cook a steak. Make sure you cook it the right way that you want it. Okay, so it's, oh, my Lord. Thank God. Woo! You guys are trying to kill me over here. There goes all the product in my hair. Uh-oh. Okay, so got my fake eyelashes on, my Lord. Okay, am I on fire? Okay, so we're going to get our cast iron hot, and as you can tell, apparently the gas was already on. Okay. While we're letting that get hot, what is the most important thing about this? Seasoning, right? We always want to season. So you want to make sure that you are seasoning very well. You have this gorgeous ribeye. You want to take good care of it, right? That's your job. All right, so we're going to take our kosher salt. And whenever you're seasoning, especially steak, you want to season high, right? Don't season real close like this because you'll end up making your steak look like a Dalmatian. You have these big patches of white and black. I'd actually make a bigger mess, but Nathan needs his cutting board, so I'm not going to. Flip. We season on both sides. And again, don't be afraid. Season. It's worth it. You want to have this incredible steak. Okay, salt and pepper. That's where I end with it. Like, if you want to put, like, a steak rub on it, that's great. If you want to marinate it, that's fine. I, again, don't think it needs it when you have a prime piece of meat. Okay, here we go. So we're going to take, and since we're doing such a high heat sear, as you can see by almost blowing me up, we want to use a high heat oil, which is what? Canola oil. Avocado oil will work, which we're using more and more, but a good canola oil, right? All right, get that in that pan. Now, I always talk about how the oil should be dancing, right? You can see sort of ribbons going through it. It kind of separates from itself. It's telling you it's ready to party. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. Because you heard that, don't you? All right, and remember, we always want to see our presentation side down. This guy is beautiful on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. And whenever you're putting anything in hot oil away from you, you are too pretty to get burned up.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, I love that sizzle. Yes. Okay, you get to use.
Nice. All right, so now the next step we're going to do to making this dish beautiful, we're going to take an onion. We're going to make some fried onion straws.
What? Homemade fried onion straws? I'm so shocked. Could this get any better? This gorgeous ribeye, my gorgeous husband, making fried onion straws and his horseradish sauce? Yes, please. Check.
That's how I like my steak.
Oh, when he does it right.
So we just took the ends off, cut it in half. So now we're just going to take it and slice it like this. And then you're going to get these beautiful cuts like that. That's what you're looking for.
I know that's what I'm looking for.
You're really excited.
I love, this is my favorite preparation of the steak. And you do literally make the greatest horseradish sauce on earth. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, so now we got our onion straws here. So now we got our buttermilk. So we're just going to put these in the buttermilk like that.
So the buttermilk is kind of working as his glue, right? He has to be able to keep the flour on there for the fire.
That's right.
Simple.
All right, so we're going to season the flour with a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, Lowry seasoning, and cayenne pepper. Just like that. A little bit of black pepper. Just like that. All right.
Oh my God, yes, yes. Like, I am so excited about this. I can't even tell you.
It's been a while since we've done this, right?
We have not.
So we got our seasoning mix, so now we're just going to take our onions.
And he's using a white onion. You can use a yellow onion. Red onions are tough to fry because they burn so easily. So if you've ever been in a restaurant and you see like the burnt part, it's probably because red onions. Like, you want to use a white onion. You need it to be sturdy.
We got that. We got all our onions. Just like that. Make sure we got them all. Okay. So now we got our onions right there. Alright. Put the lid back on.
See how clever he is?
Alright, so now we're just going to give it a nice little shake.
If you don't do that, remember you want wet hand wet, dry hand dry. Cool. Otherwise you make culinary glue.
Alright, now we got an even coat right there.
Yes, you do.
Alright. Now we got our fire already going, so now all we're going to do is throw these in the fryer. Just like that.
Oh, this is magic. This is magical.
That steak is smelling good.
Okay, while Nathan's got that going, it's time to flip our steak. Now, we talk about this all the time. Whenever you are searing something, you want to sear it, no matter what your end temperature is, you want to sear it for 2 minutes on each side. And then, if you want it rare, you're done, or medium rare. But if you want it medium and plus, you stick it in the oven, right? Okay, so let's look at our steak. Oh, my gosh! You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh my God, you couldn't have written this better. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh wait. You got your onions working?
Onions working. Alright, so now we're going to make the sauce.
Lift it up and get this recipe because you're going to want it because it is magical.
Alright, so we got a little bit of sour cream here. We're going to go sour cream.
Already in.
Right there. We got our sour cream. Alright, then we have garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika.
Oh, dirty to me. Yes!
Throw that in there like that. A little bit of salt.
Still the kosher. Season at every level.
A little bit of pepper.
Oh.
Alright, now we got horseradish.
So we use the extra hot prepared horseradish. If you've ever seen a horseradish root, it is very big and scary. But you can get the prepared horseradish. You can actually, I think, now get like horseradish sauce. But we use a prepared horseradish.
We like it kind of spicy.
Yeah,
so
we get
use
the extra hot.
3 tablespoons. Alright, now we got a little bit of white wine. Pour it in there like that. Now we're going to do a little bit of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire makes it dirty. Yes.
Alright, now all we're going to do is stir this together.
Okay, while my steak is cooking, it has got a beautiful sear on both sides. I'm gonna actually turn off my heat. Oops. Make sure it's off before I blow everyone up. And we're gonna actually baste our steak, right? Basting is when you add fat on top of something to kind of help add flavor. This steak doesn't need a whole lot because it's already fatty and delicious. But what would steak be without butter?
That's right.
So we're gonna take a little bit of butter. Oh my gosh. And what kind of butter do we use? Unsalted, always. Oh, is it so good? Is it so magical? Mm. And we're going to put some of that butter into our oil. You're so happy right now?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to make a little bit more, throw some more sour cream in here because we're actually having corned beef for dinner and it's right behind you.
I'm so excited. It's the best day ever at the Black household. Okay, I've got my butter going, remember, unsalted. And now I'm taking some beautiful fresh thyme from our garden, right? We got this so Flora would have a friend. All right, and you're gonna actually toast it in your fat. Whoa! I have some water on it still. Be careful, make sure it's dry. And then you're gonna start basting your steak, right? You're just taking that butter and that thyme-scented oil, and you're just putting it over your steak. Oh. And all you're doing is you're keeping that food moist and seasoned. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, we've had our steak, we've seared it on both sides. We've done some basting, right? Again, be careful, don't throw some water in that hot oil. Now, what is the most important part of steak cookery? It is giving it time to rest. It has to rest. Okay, come on, baby, you're done. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Okay. Look at it. It's just so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Well done, baby. Okay. You have to make sure that whenever you cook anything, whether it be fish, chicken, a whole tenderloin, whatever it is, it has to rest. The natural reaction for a steak when it gets hot or anything with a hot oil sear is it like tenses up, right? And what happens is you have to get that liquid back through there. So you rest. You take it out of whatever the heat source, whether it be the oven, a pan, get it off of that hot surface and get it onto a room temperature surface, right? It will not cool down to the point that it gets cold, but it will make sure that all those juices flow back into the meat so that it is absolutely juicy and full of flavor. You will know, can I put this down right here, babe? Oh God, this is the best day
Now we have
ever.
our onions.
Cooking with the Black's life. Oh my God. And you will always know whether you have not given your steak or your meat time to rest, because if all of a sudden you cut it right away and there's just blood everywhere, right? Your cutting board looks like a murder scene. You didn't let it rest long enough. And people look like, oh my God, it's well done, but I only cooked it. No, it's not well done. The juices flew out because you did not give it time to rest. Even when you're talking about like chicken, that it's not bloody, you still want, they give things time to rest. It'll be more juicy, more delicious, and even better for presentation. Remember, if you're cooking anything with a bone, it is imperative that you heat that bone first while cooking it, because that acts as your sort of thermometer through there. And if you don't get the bone hot, you'll not get your steak hot. Okay. Anything on a bone, also let it cool for a little bit longer. So Nathan's going to take the ribeye. Again, it should rest for another probably 5 to 7 minutes. But we don't have that kind of time because I'm hungry. And he's going to cut it on a bias, which is just like cutting it at an angle for presentation's sake. You can cut it any way you want to. Or if you're not sharing, just leave it whole. Who cares? Oh my gosh. Now remember, you sear on both sides for the 2 minutes. Then if you want anything above a medium, you need to put it in the oven. Put it in a 350 degree oven. Start. Hello?
Oh,
That's bragging. Is it so good? Not at all. That's what we tell each other. It's like, oh, you don't want to try any of it. It's terrible. Like when he makes oysters, he's like, oh, these are awful. Oh my gosh, that is everything. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
All right, so
Okay.
we have that. Take our sauce.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Just like that. Just like that.
This is food porn, y'all. That's what this is. You are a food porn man right now. That's what you're making.
So now we got our crispy fried onions, and we're just gonna set it on top.
Oh my gosh. Is this not the greatest way to come back after a week of being off? But not only the greatest cut of meat, but the cutest husband making his famous sauce and onions.
There you have it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's taste. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Do I need a fork?
Yeah. Okay.
No. I do not need a fork. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Oh. Oh. My, cheers! My bad. Oh my god. That is so magical.
Mm-hmm.
You got that fatty, delicious, perfectly cooked ribeye, I might add, perfectly seasoned. With the spice of the horseradish. Oh my god. And go to the store. Well, just take us with you. That's fine. We love you. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Bye. Don't eat any more of that. Don't do it.